Hi there, I'm Robert Parks and this is my first YouTube video. Now I did splice together some colleagues doing the Ice Bucket Challenge a few years ago and uploaded that to YouTube, but this is the first video where I'm in front of the camera, where the content is all mine, and it's the first upload to my personal YouTube channel. So what's this all about? Well, like you, I've been aware of YouTube forever, probably since 2005, and I've always considered it a place to go for information on a specific topic. Sort of a video version of Google, if you will, which naturally makes a lot of sense. But what I didn't do was sit at a table in front of a computer watching YouTube videos for entertainment value for an extended period of time. All that changed for me relatively recently. I bought the new Apple TV box, I installed the YouTube app on it along with other apps, and I found myself sitting in a comfortable chair in the living room watching YouTube videos on the big TV. And what I learned there was that video shot by one or two people using a cell phone or a $400 GoPro could be as entertaining as the content from the major TV studios with multi-million-dollar budgets. But I wasn't content to just watch others. I have some topics that I'd like to share here myself. Of course, I've got zero experience in front of the camera. I'm a much better writer than I am a talker. This really isn't something that's intuitive for me at all. Of course, like most things in life, we don't get good at it without practice, so here I am getting started. Now maybe you find yourself in the same boat. Now I would never suggest that you take advice from somebody who's been at something literally 5 minutes longer than you have, but I am going to share how I'm getting started. If you watch enough getting started videos on YouTube, you'll hear again and again and again that gear doesn't matter. Use what you have. And to prove that gear doesn't matter, I'm shooting this video using an Android cell phone that I bought last year, the Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge. Now you may not have this exact same cell phone, but chances are if you're watching this, you have a smartphone that doubles as a video camera. And if that's true, then you have the one and only prerequisite required for creating content and uploading it to YouTube. Of course, it does help to have a computer to edit your videos on. And so for editing this video, I'll be using this fall 2011 13-inch MacBook Pro. It was literally the cheapest MacBook that you could get at the time. And if this 6-year-old computer is good enough for this video, then chances are you have access to something that is sufficient as well. Now, full disclosure, this MacBook is a little faster than you'd think because the inside looks like this. Yes, that is not one but two Samsung Evo 850 SSDs inside a fall 2011 MacBook. I installed them a couple of years ago. I benchmarked them at the time, and I believe that individually they were about 800% faster than the original drive that shipped in the computer. But if you did a RAID 0 stripe set, you could get up to 1600% faster disk I/O than the original drive that shipped in the computer. But I digress. Use what you've got. Now let's talk about software for a minute. Although I'm an IT guy and not a content creator until today, I happen to have access to Adobe's Creative Cloud. So I'll be editing this video using Adobe Premiere Pro. Now, incidentally, when I launched Premiere Pro for the first time, it told me that the screen resolution of this MacBook was lower than the minimum requirements for Premiere. So I pulled an LG 22-inch monitor out of the closet, hooked it up to my MacBook, and I was all set. But if I didn't have access to those things, I'd use Apple's iMovie, which is like $15. Or if I was on a Windows computer, I'd use the cheapest available Windows video editing application that I could get my hands on. Now, I am a gadget guy, as you'll learn in subsequent videos, and I did go out and buy a few things. For starters, you may have noticed that that 3D text intro at the front of this video was pretty snazzy for somebody who's just getting started on YouTube today. Well, I didn't create that myself. I went out to Fiverr.com, spelled Fiverr.com. Incidentally, I'll be linking anything that I talk about here in the notes below this video if you're watching it from a PC. Now, out at Fiverr, I found a template that I liked, and I paid a guy $27 to put in my fonts, colors, etc., and create that animation for me. He made a few bucks and I got a great video intro. Now, if you're going to spend any money at all, it's probably good to get your microphone as close to the source of audio, in this case me, as you can. So I went to Amazon.com, and for $13.99 I bought the lapel mic that's attached to my jacket, and I spent another $11.95 for an extension cable to use the lapel mic a little further from the phone here. Now, I could have propped up my phone on the corner of the table, but instead I got a smartphone tripod adapter and a basic tripod. I think together they were just over $31, so that I could position the camera exactly where I wanted and have it stable for the duration of this video. Finally, let's talk about video lighting. Now, I happen to live in a place with a lot of large windows and it has great light during the day, but like most of you, my day job keeps me pretty busy, and I think that I'll be filming most of these videos at night. So I splurged for continuous video lighting that cost $69.86. But that's kind of extravagant for getting started. That's where I'm going to draw the line today. So let's review. Use what you've got. I used a cell phone, a computer, an external monitor, and some software that I already had access to. And I spent another $154.28 on a lapel mic and an extension, a tripod, and a phone mount, lighting, and that snazzy 3D intro. And I'm doing it. I'm posting my first video to YouTube. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you feel like this may be something you're interested in the future. Like or share the video if you're feeling generous. Post any questions that you have below. And finally, have a great day.